Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monograph. I am your guest with the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. But before I start, I did want to tell everybody that this show has been sponsored by the New World Order soft drink, Pepsi. Yes, because we want to have all those chemicals and fluoridation in your body. Hold on a second. Let me get some of my... I feel so much better. I can breathe. There's nothing better than a little shot of Elmer's glue. Let's get a little light on something, shall we? All right. This blog TV has been placed about because some interweb knucklehead by the name of Testicle Coils. No, a second. Oh, I got that wrong. I'm sorry. Tesla Coils. Anyway, Tesla Coils got butthurt in a blog TV show that I did last night because a gentleman by the name of what was his name? Anonymous Dick kicked him out because he refused to pay his $5 internet dollars, spendable nowhere, I'll have you know, to the show. So he kicked him out. So he got so butthurt about it that he feels the need to attack Monograph and state as a fact, as a matter of fact, that Monograph is a CIA agent, if you can even imagine. Okay, so let me get this straight there, Testicle Coils, 2001. I'm sorry. Tesla Coils. Let me get this straight there, Testicle Coils.
Senator, first of all, thank you for honoring the wishes of the people and not taking lobbyist money. It's been reported that you and your wife are in the globalist CFR, which is the Council on Foreign Relations. I'd like to know if that is true, and also I'd like to know where you stand on the North American Union, which has been confirmed recently in the press. Ron Paul actually spoke about it in Congress. He's actually spent some money on it. This North American Union involves a union much like the European Union, only with Canada, Mexico, and the United States, and the possible merging of the money system into a piece called the Amero, which would actually strip the United States of some of its sovereignty and perhaps our rights. Where do you stand on that?
Well, first of all, I'm not the Council on Foreign Relations. I don't know if I'm an official member. I've spoken there before. It basically is just a forum where a bunch of people talk about foreign policy. And so there's nothing, there's no official membership. I don't have a card or, you know, handshake or anything like that. In terms of this North America union, this has been something I know Ron Paul's talked about and people have been talking about. I have to say, with all due respect, that I see no evidence of this actually taking place. I think this has been something that has been ginned up in certain blogs on the internet. It was based partly on the fact that there's this highway being built in Texas that will facilitate more transportation and travel between Mexico and the intercontinental United States on up through Canada, and so people have perceived that this potentially means that somehow there's going to be this union like the European Union. There's no evidence that that's taking place. NAFTA helped to break down barriers of trade between those three countries, and I was opposed to NAFTA because I thought that it didn't have a baby that but I don't think that there's some conspiracy to create this one, continental government between Canada and Mexico. I see no evidence of that. All right?
This and that. It doesn't alarm people at all. People don't even care to know this information. Let's go back to school. What I was taught in school, and I was a fucking knucklehead in school, I'll admit that. I didn't really pay attention to much. But one thing I did pay attention to is how important the sovereignty of this country is and what it means to be an American citizen. And everything that we hold in our hearts, the value of this country, our freedom, it is completely being destroyed right before our very eyes. People tell me I'm crazy. They won't even look at the information. The people that are sold on the lie will not even take another look. And it fucking makes me sick. This stuff is happening all over the country. Nobody cares. Nobody seems to care. The only company I have are my fellow YouTubers. Nobody that I talk to, maybe a couple people do care. I got, the people that hang in my chat room, they might not agree, but they at least listen to me. But everybody else I talk to, nobody seems to care. People just think, oh, you're a crazy conspiracy theorist and all this. Because people honestly don't fucking care. That is unbelievable. People, when it comes time to, the government knows what's best. People have forgotten what it means to be an American, to be a citizen of this country. I don't even know, I don't know what else to say. I'm completely floored by the stupidity. Everybody's just wondering what questions are going to be asked on Are You Smarter Than a Fucking 5th Grader tonight? Nobody fucking cares what's going on. I'm sorry I'm upset. I have very good reasons to be upset. I will report anything I see. And to the people who don't care about this information, go ahead and leave me a negative comment. I will leave it there because that shows how stupid you are. That's it.
Sam Walton's Walmart was an American company, but something's changed. Today, Walmart is the #1 importer of Chinese goods. Walmart drives American companies to shut down plants and move manufacturing to China. And every day as our trade deficit grows and good-paying middle-class American jobs are shipped overseas, Walmart in China gets stronger. America gets weaker. Walmart, it's just not American anymore. Go to wakeupwalmart.com and tell Walmart it's time to be American again.
So what happens after all these natural resources are turned into products? Well, it moves here for distribution. Now, distribution means selling all the toxic contaminated junk as quickly as possible. The goal here is to keep the prices down, keep the people buying, and keep the inventory moving. How do they keep the prices down? Well, they don't pay the store workers very much, and they skimp on health insurance every time they can. It's all about externalizing the costs. What that means is that the real costs of making stuff aren't captured in the price. In other words, we aren't paying for the stuff we buy. I was thinking about this the other day. I was walking to work and I wanted to listen to the news, so I popped into a Radio Shack to buy a radio. I found this cute little green radio for $4.99. I was standing there in line to buy this thing, and I was thinking, how could $4.99 possibly capture the cost of making this radio and getting it into my hands? The metal was probably mined in South Africa. The petroleum was probably drilled in Iraq. The plastics were probably produced in China. And maybe the whole thing was assembled by some 15-year-old in a maquiladora in Mexico. $4.99 wouldn't even pay the rent for the shelf space it occupied until I came along, let alone part of the staff guy's salary who helped me pick it out, or the multiple ocean cruises and truck rides pieces of this radio went on. That's how I realized I didn't pay for the radio. So who did pay? Well, these people paid with the loss of their natural resource space. These people paid with the loss of their clean air, with increasing asthma and cancer rates. Kids in the Congo paid with their future. 30% of the kids in the Congo now have dropped out of school to mine coltan, a metal we need for our cheap and disposable electronics. These people even paid by having to cover their own health insurance. All along this system, people pitched in so I could get this radio for $4.99. And none of these contributions are recorded in any accounts book. That's what I mean by the company owners externalize the true costs of production. And that brings us to the golden arrow of consumption.
In a time of uncertainty and change, in a country tired of business as usual, one voice is promising America more. Walmart.
Save money, live better. Save money, live better. Live better. Live better. Live better. Walmart.
It's a tale of ambition and market research. The story of what happens when a small discount store grows up to become the world's largest retail corporation, and old ways of doing things get tossed aside. Buy American whenever we can becomes 70% made in China.
Live better.
Laid-off workers are forced to find new jobs.
Live better.
The corporation brags about going green, but forgets to send the CEO the new talking points.
Live better.
Meanwhile, with 7 out of 10 Walmart products coming from China and scores of dangerous goods being pulled off store shelves, customers are left to wonder how to keep their families safe. This year, join WakeUpWalmart.com as we take a look at whether Walmart's way of doing business is making your life better. Are you living better yet?
Okay, had to come to Walmart to get a, what do they call it, flusher handle for the toilet. Flusher handle broke. Old metal rusty rod inside the toilet, finally snapped in half, so had to come get that. This is going to be my first Operation Overwatch video, and hopefully my one and only Overwatch video. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I have seen nothing out of the ordinary going on. Listening to scanner traffic all night last night, nothing out of the ordinary. Gonna do it again tonight. I want to thank Simple Dan 76 for all his hard work and everybody else that's reporting on NLE09. Walking through Walmart, something dawned on me. I could walk up to any person in Walmart, and Walmart's always crowded out here no matter what time of day it is, and ask them if they've heard of NLE09, and none of them would know what the hell I'm talking about.